Fellow Nigerians, my name is Tope Fasua. I'm the presidential candidate on the platform of ANRP, Abundant Nigeria Renewal Party. I'm here to talk to you about something very important today. Let's talk to you about the oil and gas sector. I wonder sometimes whether the oil and gas sector is as profitable as we think it is. I did a bit of research recently going through the records on Haiti and Shell and the NNPC and so on. And I found out some very shocking revelations. For example, out of the $104 billion that we got from crude oil sales between 2015 and 2017, only $38 billion was accruing to Nigeria. And out of that $38 billion, we have to net off, we will still have to net off the cost of running some of the parastatals in the sector, NNPC, BPMC, NAPIMS, and so on. So I'm wondering whether for 190 million people, this sector is as buoyant as we think it is. And is it commensurate with the kind of spending and profligacy that we see in and out of that sector, especially by our government? And this is a very serious thing. There are some of the issues that are also discovered in that sector. Of course, our production, because we could not meet up to cash calls, that means our own portion of the partnership, when we were running joint ventures with some of the larger companies, we have now moved into what is called production sharing contract. And this production sharing contract itself is beset with a lot of problems as well. For example, there were contracts that were signed in 1993 under General Sani Abacha, which were due for renewal 15 years later, which is in 2008, but as we speak, that hasn't been done. And, there are some technical issues as well that we're not able to get a hang of. There are also clauses like, that we should have reviewed this contract if the crude oil price went beyond $20. Hasn't been done. As we speak today, crude oil is selling at about $84 to the barrel, and that's a very important scenario. I think that in the long run, part of what we should do is we should be a bit humble about that sector. We should also come to terms with the fact that we have very little input in the production and the technicalities of that sector. We should know that at the end of the day, he who owns the technology owns the resource at the end of the day. And so the more of the technology that we have or that we can get ourselves and create and own ourselves, the better we'll do in that sector. In the meantime, that sector is not enough to spur the kind of growth that this economy is seeing, especially given the problems that we have in that sector. And so I will urge Nigerians, especially those who are in government and those who are nearer to that resource, that they should please take it easy. And let's be very, very circumspect with the kind of spending that we make out of that oil and gas sector. Otherwise, we'll end up just borrowing time, and at the end of the day, the future will not look